Hey, hey, hey. I hope you guys enjoy these, what I'm calling podcast shorts for my Burnout to All Out community. This is just a little peek behind the curtain of the coaching that goes on inside of my programs. We're bringing to you some of the best nuggets and coaching I'm giving within hot seats of all of our different programs, whether it's our LinkedIn Method Academy, our mini mastermind business basics, all the way up to our higher level mastermind. If you're hearing some of these questions and you're like, man, I wish I could get my burning question answered by Melissa. Hey, guess what? You could be featured on my podcast. If you've got a question that you want answered and you submit it to my team and we pick it, we will bring you here to the podcast for our podcast shorts and do a hot seat with you. Where can you submit your questions? Send them to teamburnouttooallout.co. We'll make sure we drop that in the show notes for our podcast shorts. And I hope that you guys find as much value in these shorts as our clients do inside the program. Need some effective tactical advice that actually helps you get results and makes a real difference in your life and business? You've come to the right place. If you're finding yourself here today, it means you're getting ready to gain serious traction in your business, rapidly multiply your income and impact, and you're ready to make it happen while living all out. Guys, I'm Melissa Hinault, your trustworthy corporate dropout turned six-figure business burnout turned happy and healthy CEO of a multi-million-dollar online business. And you're listening to the Burnout to All Out podcast. On this show, we're serving up innovative growth strategies, simple implementation methods to put them into practice, and action-stimulating inspiration tailored specifically for the modern entrepreneur. Let's dive in. Now, reality check. The biggest challenge for those, how many of you come or are in or came from big power careers, big, powerful titles from corporate, professional degrees, professional backgrounds? How many of you came from this place? And this is a reality check for all of you, and this was me included. We forget, coming out of an industry that took us decades to get, that you still have to build authority and credibility online as well. You can't just pivot from a corporate career or whatever it was you were doing and just show up online the next day and say, buy my stuff, everybody. That's not the way it works. So it's a reality check for some of you because you have egos about who you are and the titles you've earned in corporate and your professional degrees and the businesses that you've already run. And you unfortunately are assuming that because you've already done that, you should instantly have an authority online. It's not true. The reality is we have to do the work to earn the right to sell. But here's the good news. Okay? Let me give you an example. This is a reality check for some of you guys. And again, I want to say that I want to motivate you to do the work because the ROI is infinite, right? I could still be an underpaid working professional. Let me talk about this. When I left corporate America, I was being paid about 30% less than the men at the table for the exact same position and degree, right? Now, I was making about $200,000 a year. It had taken me over a decade to get there, and it took me over $200,000 in college loans. But with 8 years of college, $200,000 in debt, and a decade in a career, so we're doing almost a 20-year span, keep this in mind, I was able to have a multi-six-figure career. But some of us want to fight and whine about being present and creating content and building authority on the internet for a couple of freaking months in order to build $1 million business. Okay, gang, we need to take a quick hydration break. So grab your drink of choice. And as you rehydrate, I'll give you the lowdown on my free LinkedIn lead gen masterclass. If you feel like you're screaming into the void when you post content on Facebook or Instagram, struggling to find a sustainable and scalable lead generation process that sticks, and you just want someone who's been there and done that to reveal their secrets, then it's critical that you register to save your spot ASAP. During this live masterclass, you'll get to steal the exact strategy I used to scale my income from $0 to 1 million in just 19 months without spending a fortune on ads or suffering from burnout. Simply check out the show notes of the podcast episode for the link to register for your free spot in the LinkedIn Lead Gen Masterclass. And don't worry, even if you miss a couple of days or you can't make it to all the training sessions, we'll deliver the replays directly into your inbox daily so you can watch them on your own time. All you have to do is make sure you sign up for the masterclass before registration ends. Reality check. It took me 20 years to make a $200,000 a year career, still $200,000 in debt. And then within 19 months on the internet, I made $1 million flipping dollars. I want this to resonate. Why was I able to make $1 million? Because I didn't have my head in the sand, assuming people would find me. I pulled myself up by my bootstraps and I got busy on the internet, building my brand, creating authority, putting content out so that people would recognize me as the expert, even though I only knew 10% more than any of you. Right? 5 years later, we did $3.8 million last year with a 28% profit margin. You guys are good at math. I'm doing a lot better now than I was in corporate when I was in debt. What I'm trying to tell you and encourage you to lean in on the content module we're going to talk about today is some of you don't want to do it. Some of you don't want to spend the time creating authority on the internet. Well, I'm here to tell you the reason you have a paycheck today, wherever you are, is because you did the work to build authority for where you are. And the good news is you can do it a hell of a lot faster on the internet and make a hell of a lot more money doing it. But you have to be willing to put in the work. Now, we spend maybe 15 to 20 minutes a day on the internet posting content. It's a well-oiled machine. I've built a brand. I have an asset. It's my network. It's my capital, right? That's why there's a couple hundred of you here today. All right. Is this making sense for you guys? Okay. Some of you, I just had to shake you a little bit because I know a lot of you are here because you don't want to do Instagram or Facebook. You're like, I don't want to do social media. Great. But if you want to be an online business, you still have to be present somewhere and you have to do the work. And that's what today is about, is getting clear on putting out some content to let the world know that you are of value, that you have knowledge, and that you can solve their problems. The good news is you can do it 2 to 3 times a week on LinkedIn and build a massive business. And not do it 18 times a week or day in stories and trending reels and music and all the stuff that'll make your head spin on the other platforms, right? Okay, so write this down. You must grow community before you grow your bank account. I've said this multiple times. I'm getting a lot of you in the DM saying, oh man, Melissa, I really wish I could invest in your program, but right now I'm invested in this thing where I'm getting certified. Awesome. Who are you going to sell it to? What network are you building? Right? What community are you going to go to market with to sell whatever you're becoming a guru in, that you're spending bukus of money building the website, building the funnel, being certified, right? We have to have a network that trusts us, that will invest in us, right? Okay. Community is capital. You guys write that down. Community is your asset. This is what you're going to build on LinkedIn through content that you create, right? And this kind of brings me back to some of you are thinking, oh my gosh, I can't spend $4,900 on a LinkedIn course, but you're thinking about it all wrong. You're spending $4,900 on building an asset that you have for the rest of your life, right? For the rest of your life. You don't have to pay Facebook ads to go find them for you. You don't have to pay Google ads. This is your asset, right? How many avid fans do you need to make $1 million a year? And you guys can go fact check me on this. How many avid fans do you need? 1,000. 1,000. You guys all need to get to work growing the right network, the right 1,000 people. Fact, I had under 2,000 followers on LinkedIn when I made my first $1 million, and I hadn't spent $1 on ads. Thanks, guys, so much for listening in on today's podcast episode. And I can't wait for you to see my upcoming guest in the next episode. You are going to love this keynote speaker. Okay, here's the deal. If you liked this, please subscribe and leave a review. And you want the latest online business growth strategies and exclusive LinkedIn pro tips sent straight to your phone? Text the word update to 704-318-2285. That is, text the word update to 704-318-2285. Can't wait to see you guys. Come find me over on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, wherever you like to hang. Cannot wait to hear how you are enjoying and applying what you're learning. You guys reach out to me over on social because I love hearing what's resonating with you. When you reach out to me and you send me those personal DMs, they really do impact the content I continue to bring forward to you. So again, come find me, Melissa_Hinault over on Instagram, Melissa Hinault over on LinkedIn and Facebook. Can't wait to see you guys over there.